That's right. Today, Friday, the 9th of January 2026, second Friday, as mentioned earlier, of the new year. And we're going to roll straight into an action-packed weekend. As you know, Carnival is in the air. It's definitely in full swing, so there's lots to do and to treat with this weekend. I'll be at the Michael Teja concert mass on Sunday. I'll be hosting that for one of TNT's brightest stars, Michael Teja, and of course I wish him the very best. I know it's going to be a tremendous success. Last year he took a show to Normandy. This time around it's at the Queen's Hall, they call it the garden area, outside Queen's Hall indeed. So we'll have ourselves a great time. But let's head now to the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian and see what's happening. And this particular story here, well, at least it was able to come to its conclusion with the both abducted, the husband and wife. And well, as you know, the husband, he was returned a couple of weeks ago. And finally, the wife was able to be reunited with her husband. I mean, what an ordeal. Tears, as kidnapped wife returned to husband 1 month, a whole month after abduction. And let me tell you, she spent Christmas and New Year's in captivity, with the abductors, with the kidnappers. This particular development, I remember when we first saw this with the grenade being held to the face of the victims there, it left a kind of heavy hole in your soul. It left a kind of heavy heart with those who were looking at the footage. And well, this is where she was found yesterday. They dropped her off by this particular area on the North Coast, right? North Coast Road, right there by the vendor shed. I'm sure she is happy to be back home. I mean, where do they go from here? One alone will, I mean, I don't know if therapy, if having to treat with the psychological, the emotional damage from such an ordeal. I don't wish this on anyone. Now, I'm sure the authorities will do the investigations, do the interviews to try to get to the bottom of this. I remember the Prime Minister made some remarks concerning this particular case, and at least for now, they're both back. All right, so that's at least a feel-good story starting off our Friday. I'm watching that Cabinet approves $2.3 million in grants for unsponsored steel bands. A lot of the corporate sponsorship that would have been going to certain steel band orchestras would have been a long-lasting relationship. Lots of the entities would have pulled the plug, so they remain kind of unsponsored going into the season. And as you know, sponsorship is important in terms of paying the transport, uniforms, the arrangers, just basically getting the prep for the competition. So I'm happy to see that there is an intervention, and Cabinet are going to put forward $2.3 million in grants for the unsponsored steel bands. On the energy front, Minister of Energy, Dr. Rudal Munilal, says energy deals with Venezuela not cancelled. That development on page 8. So you can read all about it inside the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian. We try to keep it light and more or less just skim through on a Friday, because we try to get to the conversations and more so the lighter side of things after 7 as soon as possible. So Army, they regain they're back in the driver's seat inside our local league, the TTPFL. That's on the back page in terms of sport, and it was kind of tipsy-turvy for them. Remember last year they went unbeaten, huh? Last year Army went unbeaten, and they had a couple more, they had way more draws this time around. They're still actually unbeaten this particular season. So far 10 games played, they've won 8, they've lost none, a draw. Well, they've drawn in terms of 2 games, and right behind them on their heels, Police FC. So Police FC right on their heels, but it's 1 less game played by the by the Defense Force FC. So they could actually move ahead some more points once they get that game that's in hand, if they're able to get a victory. And in terms of the back page, my beloved Arsenal, yesterday we were able to get a draw, which, I mean, we'll still work with it. We are now 6 points clear, but I really wanted to get to that 8 points clear to give ourselves enough breathing room, because Manchester City, they're on our backs. And it was a really, it was not an inspirational performance yesterday from Arsenal at all. I looked at the entire game. We looked very lackluster, but you know what? Still 6 points clear, and we're going into what's going to be a long stretch of games. So I really hope the Arsenal team keeps the momentum, and we're able to get over the line in this calendar year 2026. We are to the brief on this Friday morning. Dry season is here, but unusually wet start. And we had some rain last night, so dry season time. Just be prepared and put yourself in gear. And some action from the East Zone, right, on Sunday. This is the Panasonic Connection Youth Steel Orchestra doing KMC's first experience. So we are all set. We are ready. Let's get the ball rolling on this Friday morning as we take the first break. Ladies and gentlemen, my family and friends who tune in every single day, we come back and get into our Energy Conference 2026 details after the break.
We are your one-stop, most convenient, most helpful, most caring community pharmacy. Our pharmaceutical services include dispensing medicines, repeat dispensing, clinical governance, but we also have a fully stocked convenience store featuring our refreshment aisle, grocery lane, personal care products, toys, pet supplies. We are most conveniently located out of the traffic, just 2 minutes off the highway in Heartland Plaza in Deba Chaguanas. Contact us on 220-8705 or 470-5938 and visit us soon. Gaming Express Limited is a premium importer and retailer of the highest quality brand name electronics. We stock the widest range of PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Samsung, and Apple devices and accessories. Visit us at Shop 52, Level 2, Gulf City Mall in San Fernando, or contact us by phone or WhatsApp message at 687-7480 or 301-9797 or 798-1280. Like our Facebook and Instagram pages for updates on products and services.
Welcome to Celebrity Family Feud, everybody.
I love the show.
Do you really?
Love the show.
Why am I talking to him like he real now? When y'all pick your family, you have to bring at least one ignorant family member.
But he don't get out for
To
another
help-
month. That was the problem.
Let's get it on. Have a good time. Let's play Feud, everybody.
Some of us like to test limits, but there won't always be second chances. Obey the speed limits. Maybe you don't value your life, but others value theirs. A message from the TTPS.
Sportsmanship is when an athlete walks off the court and you can't tell if he won or lost because he carries himself with pride either way. This quote is an embodiment of sport, and for me, sport is an embodiment of life. We are where you are.
It's amazing how time flies by. You know, they always say Father Time is undefeated, and when you consider, it felt like yesterday we were talking about the Energy Conference 2025. Well, I can safely tell you it's that time again, the Energy Conference 2026. It's around the corner from the 26th to the 28th of January Hyatt Regency yet again, the location, and we welcome the CEO and President of the Energy Chamber of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Dax Driver. Let me say, firstly, Happy New Year. First time seeing you for the year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you as well.
Yes, and welcome. I mean, could you believe it? Energy conference yet again?
Yep. Yes.
Wow, tremendous. You know, it's always because, I mean, we always have our conversations with the conference, and of course, coming up to 2025, what's the feedback, what's the momentum heading into the conference for 2026 from especially the international contingent?
Yeah, actually very positive. We have seen quite a few new players coming in, attending the conference, new sponsors who we haven't had before. I think there's quite a lot of excitement. I think that was probably originally, last year when people started to register and sponsors, driven a lot by Exxon's entry into Trinidad and Tobago. I think, and Exxon are their sponsors as well. I think that has sort of created quite a lot of sense of momentum and the possibilities that's going to create for the country. And then I think just this week now with all the developments in Venezuela, and there's potential for a revitalization of the Venezuelan oil and gas, crucially the gas industry for Trinidad, I think is also driving a level of interest as well. The trade show part of the conference sold out many months ago, and we are also doing well on overall registrations, and sponsorship has gone very well, so it's looking a positive picture for the conference.
Fantastic. Glad to hear. What's the theme and the sentiment behind the theme for 2026?
Well, we're basing the theme around collaboration. So this is actually a key strategic theme for the Energy Chamber, and so the conference is taking that strategic theme of collaboration. So, and there's collaboration on different levels of collaboration, but basically this idea that if we want to progress and to have the industry advance in the way we want to see it happening, the collaboration is crucial for that. Collaboration between companies, collaboration along the supply chain between suppliers and the major operator companies, collaboration with the state. These are all important elements for the success of the industry.
Indeed. So walk me through now the 3 days. I know there were some additions in the recent years with the little run and all that kind of stuff. So walk me through what's happening first, second day, and what will bring up the grand finale on the third day, the 28th.
Yeah. So the first day is very much focused on the sort of the plenary sessions at the Hyatt Regency. We have a suite of excellent speakers, international speakers coming in to the conference. All the local heads of the local industry focus on deep water, with Exxon coming into Trinidad, and so then and the existing exploration activities from companies like BP and Shell within Trinidad, and also in the wider region as well. We have a lot of deep water exploration going on. Putting a particular focus in this year also on the small oil producers. That is a sector which perhaps gets a little ignored in Trinidad, but it's still very important, particularly in South Trinidad, where the small oil companies, their activity actually drives a lot of business activity, so it's important for that sort of community, smaller contractors. So collaboration in that sector, we think that has a lot of benefits. Then we have the usual cocktail reception at the end of the day, sponsored by BP. Second day, we have there's a very interesting panel which I'm quite excited about, which is looking at low-carbon marine fuels. And people, perhaps listeners haven't picked up on this, but there's a real push globally about reducing the carbon footprint of the marine industry. There were some regulations which were discussed late last year, which were supposed to come in as global regulations. They were actually deferred because I think there's still quite a lot of uncertainty around them. But that's the direction of travel, and the desire for low-carbon fuels is really driving a lot of change in the marine industry. This actually creates a big business opportunity for Trinidad and Tobago, and sort of allied outside the energy sector with the marine services bunkering sector. providing low-carbon fuels to the global marine industry, I think is a great potential business opportunity. We've been talking about it for a while in the country, and we're trying to really bring a focus there. We have people coming in from Carnival Cruise Lines, who are the buyers of fuels, which is, I think, important to have them there, and then the suppliers as well that we have from Trinidad. So that's a very important session there. Then we have our always popular our Innovation Challenge.
Yes.
This is where our member companies and others as well can present their ideas, the innovations, things they're working on to the conference, and then there's a vote of which is the best one, and the person gets bragging rights. So I think that's also a great session. And then a few other sort of sessions finishing off that day. That then finishes with a great cocktail reception on the waterfront of the Hyatt. And then a new feature we have, calling a Taste of Carnival, is actually sort of like a little sort of mini fete in the evening.
Because you're really in the mix, you're in the heat of it.
In the Carnival season. So that's then that evening. And then hopefully people the next morning will be able to get up for the 5K run on the Savannah, which is just, this went from just being a small little event where a few of us who's keen runners would go and have a run around Savannah, to now we're sort of 500 people registering for this thing on a Wednesday morning.
Serious.
So which is great and really, really fun. It's a great event. And then we have a series of workshops. We have our local content forum on that Wednesday, series of workshops, and we also get the students in on that Wednesday, which is also a very important element of the conference for us. Getting young people into the conference, and we work with UE, UTT, NESC, MIC, and those institutions to bring in some young people to the conference.
Well, outside of the students who will get a chance to really be inspired, what about industry associates, to the general public who wants to attend? What day is it possible, and what's the cost factor?
Yeah, there is. For chamber members to just attend the conference, the trade show, it's free, and we have a small fee. I think it's $150 for non members to attend the trade show. People can just register and attend. It's all through our website. On the Tuesday and the Wednesday is a day which we encourage people who are not conference delegates to come to the trade show. It's a great opportunity for people to come in and just sort of meet people in the industry.
Of course. Because the networking will happen with the main players, but also those who are, I would imagine, industry associates could come in and really soak in the atmosphere. And you said the Tuesday and Wednesday will be the best dates for that, because Monday's more the serious sessions and meetings.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So, which are also open. I mean, people can we're still taking registrations for what we call the all access passes to access everything. We have a suite of different sort of accesses which people can get through our website, energy.tt. People can just go and register there to attend. We try to do everything electronically.
Based on the response you said, especially from some of your key players overseas, is this gearing up to be probably the biggest in terms of attendance, this 2026 energy?
So in terms of the numbers of companies, it's certainly looking that way.
Yeah. Wow. Well, again, it's one where we always use the platform to promote the conference. We're always excited when it comes around. Obviously, we're looking at, as you would have mentioned, the potential with the marine product, with some of these international players coming. Would this, if indeed be able to dot the I's, cross the T, short, medium, and long-term impact on the economy? Is it something that once the wheels are turning and it's smooth sailing, no pun intended there, we could feel some kind of positive impact in the short term?
Yeah, I think that you always need to look at these things on those different timelines. There are things which happen in the short term. As you get activity going quickly, this has been a major focus of the Minister of Energy. Yesterday was some announcements about this moves to create this hub to accelerate approvals. There's been a lot of focus on that area. We think that's great. So in the short term, if you get those projects happening, they create business activity straight away. So when you get a drilling program happening, particularly if it's an onshore drilling program, it creates a lot of business activity straight away. Construction creates that as well. Longer term, where you can begin production, it's really crucial for us to be able to increase our gas production. That is what Point Lisas in particular needs. Point Lisas has been very challenged and continues to be right now. It's a challenging time in Point Lisas for the industry because of the availability of natural gas, and that we need the activity to upstream to produce that natural gas. So that's sort of where the longer term returns coming. And then I think that then we need to then think of sort of in that time horizon as well, how the energy industry can foster diversification of the economy through things like this, creating this marine hub for bunkering, because that then creates a part of the economy which isn't directly linked to production in the country, because you can just create that hub, because there's a lot of countries, not a lot of, there's a few countries in the world who've done very well at creating a hub to service industries. They may not be the owners of the resources themselves. They may import and store and then sell resources. But that sense of Trinidad being a hub, I think, is important for diversification, which is the real long-term vision which we need to have.
And our location too, it's already a win for us being away from the hurricane belt.
Yeah, we have a fantastic location for the marine industry. Yeah. And there are things I think we sometimes don't even recognize at the moment how much of that we do in the country already. If you just go out to the Gulf of Paria and look at the number of vessels there, quite often those are vessels which are servicing other locations from the oil and gas industry. So Guyana, all the original drilling in Guyana came out of Trinidad. Now it's now moved to Guyana as they built the resources there rightly. Suriname exploration drilling, things are being serviced out of Trinidad. So we need to maintain that sense of a hub for us to service the region. With the potential changes in Venezuela, that also creates opportunities for that hub as well.
Well, I want to talk about that scenario in Venezuela. I mean, I'm looking at the news cycle like everyone else, and what I've recognized is that some of the infrastructure, even though we're hearing the president of the U.S. suggesting that he's in control and they're going to get the oil sector, the energy sector up and running, I heard that some of the machinery, the equipment is less than complimentary. It's dated. If indeed that's their particular plan, that's not one where I would imagine any kind of impact will be in the immediate future. That's a long-term goal for Venezuela, I would imagine.
I mean, I'm not an expert on the Venezuelan oil industry, but my understanding is, and talking to people who are the experts in the Venezuelan oil industry, that there are short-term things which can happen, which can help production, and then there are the same way there's longer-term things which need the investment to flow into Venezuela to revitalize all of their industry. And you say, maintenance of equipment and replacing equipment, all that sort of elements are very important. From a Trinidad and Tobago perspective, obviously what I'm interested in is primarily natural gas. There's huge all the global media is talking about the oil side of it, which understandably. There's also lots of natural gas resources in Venezuela. So that is, I think, where Trinidad's interests really lie. So we need to maintain and build on the relationships which will allow us to be the hub to import natural gas from Venezuela, to process in Trinidad, to sell into the international markets, either as petrochemicals, ammonia, methanol, etc., or as LNG, but also as a services hub. Venezuela has it's lost a lot of its expertise over the years, and it doesn't have very much offshore expertise. It has great expertise onshore heavy oil industry, but offshore natural gas focused, not as much expertise, but we have that in Trinidad. So Trinidad could be a hub to service a revitalized Venezuelan gas industry, offshore gas in particular.
Well, I would imagine
that's, still stuff for the future, and it's very much a wait and see. It's not an opportunity for tomorrow, but it's something which I think certainly we should be tracking and being ready for.
And all this, I'm sure, will also lie on the mending of diplomatic relations, and also to the hope there is no civil unrest and upheaval in Venezuela, because if that's going on, we can't conduct business. But as it pertains to this current day, it's very calm, and I guess it's a wait and see.
Yeah, exactly. I think we just have to monitor carefully, but then look at what the opportunities are. One of the things that the Energy Chamber has done over the last few years is make sure we have good relations with the private sector in Venezuela.
Okay, excellent.
So we had people from the private sector in Venezuela came to the conference last year, and we maintain those private sector relationships in Venezuela.
Indeed. Any closing remarks as we wrap things up, Dr. Dax Driver, as it pertains to a number we can call where we can go online to get more details for the Energy Conference 2026?
We try to do everything through our website. All registration and payments will try to be completely paperless. So just really, if you go to energy.tt and follow the links from there, then you'll find everything you need in all the information and to register for the conference there.
What you hope will be the biggest takeaway for 2026?
I think that the biggest takeaway for me is that by collaborating, you can create these great opportunities, and Trinidad is extremely well placed, I think, to grasp some opportunities in the energy industry, and that means not just core energy industry, but the spin-offs which can come off from the sector as well for diversification of the economy.
Yeah, well, sir, Dr. Dax Driver touching base. I'm sure we'll get a chance to connect again before the 26th. Now it's a Monday to Wednesday conference, 3 days. It's action-packed, and you can go to the website to get all the details. It's back again with a tremendous theme that they're treating with collaboration this time around, and we want you to be there to experience it. The TNT Energy Conference 2026. Dr. Driver, all the best.
Thank you.
We take the pause. We come back. See you soon.
Trinidad and Tobago Carnival presents, for the very first time, at the Carnival Village, Queen's Park, Savannah, Port of Spain, Chutney Soca Monarch, the semi-final show. Friday, 30th January, showtime 7 p.m. 25 artists. RG the band, one stage, one night. Only 10 go to the final. Absolutely free to the public. Call 868-468-8728 or email southexevents@gmail.com. CSM 26.
Finish from.
Parents will do it. They'll go to work, have a day, bro, and come on and take that stress out on you.
Welcome to another episode of Manhood.
Everybody will do what they need to do to get what they want.
And if they can't fit in to the norms, then what they have to do? They're surviving.
Not everybody wants to kill me because I might be all kind of thing, but I think I'm a good person.
The aspect of a mentor seeing something in you that you can't see in yourself.
Check yourself, because you shaped that generation.
Are we losing in many ways the values?
Since I have this Parkinson's diagnosis, there's a group, a very small type group, who will always look after me.
Welcome back. Let's remind you of ways you can contact the team, send your information. Nice, short, concise, name, address. Well, obviously, why you want to come and chat with myself and the rest of the nation. And yeah, you're sending it to tmb@cnc3.co.tt. That's how we connect. We're looking to hear from you soon, and once all goes well, we'll see you soon. That's right. Let's set our social media handles, very active in the space, Instagram, Facebook, and X. That's right, connect. Make sure you stay on top of all your news, and you could also do that with our CNC3 mobile app. It's a must-have on your smartphone, your number one source for verified breaking news. That's right, also content there, readily available. So, you know what to do. You know exactly what to do. Let's head across to the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian. New look and feel. We have been at it for 108 years. Go figure. That's right. So, with keeping with the times, we have been able to pivot to the digital Guardian, and you could do that when you visit guardian.co.tt. Let's enjoy our food for thought this morning. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is to not to stop questioning. That's right. Albert Einstein, and I think he, from what we know through history, kind of understood it, right? Bright guy. So, with that being said, let's head across to our world weather wrap, and then I'll come back and let you know what's happening for our Monday THA election lineup. But Jamark is up next. Jamark, good morning.
Good morning. In today's weather wrap, we head over to Oklahoma in the United States, where a radar-confirmed tornado struck the city of Purcell yesterday morning. A powerful line of severe thunderstorms swept across the southern plains, causing significant disruption and leaving a trail of damage in its wake. Local reports indicate the tornado knocked down numerous power lines and damaged structures within the Purcell community. This event was part of a larger cross-country storm, bringing a variety of extreme conditions to the U.S., including heavy snow in the Midwest and flooding threats in the South. In Oklahoma, the rapid increase in low-level moisture and a strong wind shear created an environment ripe for these brief but damaging tornadoes. Emergency responders and meteorologists continue to monitor the area as the system moves eastward, impacting millions with severe weather alerts. No immediate fatalities have been reported, but damage assessments in McLean County remain ongoing. Now, staying within the U.S., disasters there caused about $115 billion in damage last year. Thursday, the non-profit group Climate Central released new data reporting 21 severe thunderstorms caused at least $1 billion in damage each. Wildfires in Southern California accounted for more than half of the year's total damage. The report said 2025 was the least costly year for disasters since 2019. Interestingly, the report did not include damage costs from hurricanes, since not a single hurricane hit the U.S. last year. The nonprofit Climate Central started what's known as the $1 billion disaster database last year after the Trump administration dropped it. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, has also been maintaining the database. Now let's take a look at today's forecast, and despite the dry season being declared yesterday, we have some showers in the forecast, and this is completely normal. The dry season does not mean that we get zero rainfall. Just looking at the overall picture, it's the period where we get the least rainfall for the year. So tomorrow we can expect some partly cloudy conditions with isolated showers across both islands as we have some moisture moving in. There's also the low chance of an isolated heavy shower mainly over Trinidad, and some of those showers are expected to continue into the evening and night, but mostly favoring southern and eastern areas. That's all for today's weather wrap. Back to you.
Well, Ryan, as always, sincere thanks for bringing it to us in a way we could all understand. Let's give you a quick update as to what's happening on Monday. On Monday, Tobago decides, and I'll be kicking things off from 6 to 8 here on the Morning Brew, from 12 to 12:30, 12 noon to 12:30. Bavita Gopolchan with the midday news. So Bavita will take us through the early developments. From 7 to 7:30, a shortened version of the Monday news. Ria Rambali will take us through it. And then from 7:30 till we get results, it's Ryan Beatrice in studio, and on the field in Tobago, Akash Samaru, Elizabeth Gonzalez, and our expert panel in studio to unpack the results, Professor Hamid Ghani, Diane Haddad, and Dr. Winford James. We have you covered on Monday. Tobago decides, and we'll be here to give you coverage from, well, nice kick things off from 6 a.m. on Monday morning. Up next, we welcome the CEO of NCC to treat with the John Cupid Carnival Village and all the developments happening at the Mecca of the Carnival, the Queen's Park Savannah. NCC's CEO joins me live next.
Get a loan at Bremont. The process is simple. Fast and efficient approvals. Receive funds within 24 hours once approved. And no penalty for early repayment. Located at 4 Gallows Street, Woodbrook. Remember, we like to lend.
By public demand, the draw date for the 3-car raffle presented on behalf of Queens Royal College is now extended to Saturday, January 24th.
Merry Christmas!
First prize
prize is a luxurious, fully loaded Royal Ride Ford Ranger.
New draw day, Saturday, January 24th.
Tickets only $100.
All tickets already purchased remain valid, and additional tickets at $100 are still available at
True Value, Reliable Appliances, Christina Shoe Store, Kenny Sports, Unique Bookstore, Extra Foods, JTA Supermarkets, Police Credit Union, ABC Home Center, The Trinity Shop, PRW Enterprises, Sharon Bookstores, Starlight Drugs, Ishmael Khan & Sons, Shamir Spas, Modern Electrical, Bagas Drugs, Steven Sons Fashions, Bagalito Enterprises, Solara, also Crosby St. James, Athlete's Mother Park, Cincinnati Drugs Sangre Grande, Bellini Drugs San Fernando, IslandEtickets.com.
The deadline for ticket purchase is Monday, 19th January. Get your tickets now.
For more info, call the college at 622-1671 or the hotline at 491-1802.
Blessing, blessing, blessing everyone. I am Apostle Dr. Benny King with my wife, Reverend Stella King, inviting you to join us every Wednesday at 5:30 a.m. and to 6 a.m. on CNC3, and expect a wonderful change experience as we pray for you and your family and your nation.
Yes, join us on Joy Prayer Network, because the Word of God says we should pray without ceasing. Pray without ceasing, because your miracle is just around the corner.
Get the story first. Want to know what's happening in news, sports, or crime? Get the CNC3 app. As the story breaks, CNC3 is there giving you the story first on your mobile device. Be connected to the most trusted and reliable news source, CNC3. Access your world with just a tap. The CNC3 app. Download it today.
Oh my goodness, I'm having such a great time here with the CEO of NCC. So glad for Kiba Jacob Motley to join me live, to take the extra effort to be here, to spend a piece of the morning with me and the nation. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course, and let me say Happy New Year, Happy Carnival, and it's really a pleasure to have you with us on the program. How's the role been thus far? How have you, in terms of step into this role here? Just walk me through the couple months in the chair.
Well, I've been in the role for a year and a half, and it's been plenty of fun and excitement. It's a lot of work, so people see the entertaining parts of the job, but not realizing that it's tons of people work and other things behind the scenes.
Administrative.
Yeah, so there's a huge administrative role and a wonderful team of staff at the National Carnival Commission.
Well, I recognize the ball is rolling because the chairman was here with me last week as on the internet last night, just going through YouTube. I recognize Flavor Village opened up last night, and he would have mentioned what's happening with the it's a kind of twofold layout happening. Correct. So I'll give you a chance to probably explain to us what's going on at the John Cupid Carnival Village and the Flavor Village, and just remind us again of locations of these two activations.
Okay, so we have the Flavor Food Village, which is a culinary carnival experience, and so that is on the eastern side of the Queen's Park Savannah.
Traditionally, where the food is always located.
Correct.
By the Savannah.
Yes, exactly. So by Memorial Park.
Nice.
Right, and then which is closer to Napa in that vicinity, so given plenty location points so that people could have an idea. And then we also have the John Cupid Carnival Village, which is on the western side of the North and Grandstand, right? So, and the difference between the two, so the Flavor Food Village, of course, is a culinary experience focused on food. We have live entertainment every night, but we also have the John Cupid Carnival Village, where the focus of that village is entertainment. So we do have some food on sale and so on, because we don't want you to have to go too far to get something to eat. But yeah, definitely we have both spaces available, and it's free.
I remember Chairman saying that last week, and I said, "What? That's a good look." So, in terms of the entertainment, what's on offer? Is it going to be a nice mix of pan kai? So I saw Jadel last night, and she's in the vein of the soca.
Correct.
You have you could probably list a couple of names.
Yeah, so I
can
am going to.
I can imagine.
No. So got to go to my phone to get a list, right? So in terms of the performances for tomorrow, we have Patrice and Lyrical. We also have Iowa George, Swappy, Orlando, Ding Dong. So it's going to be a bumper performance. So last night was the teaser because, as I said, last night the focus was food.
Yeah,
tonight, now we're going to have performances at Flavor tonight as well. So you're going to be able to have two experiences. So you could literally go get something to eat, run over to the next one, and get some entertainment, get something to eat there too, run back, you know. So it's two really lovely spaces, and that we intend to have something for everybody. So during the day at the John Cupid as well, we have entertainment for children. So we have schools programming, so we'll be inviting a number of schools to participate during the day, and then we have the entertainment at night. So at the end, each night is themed, so we invite you to follow us on TT Carnival 365 or NCCTT on our socials, and also on our ttcarnival365.com page, and you'll get to see what we have on offer every night. But it's Kaiso, you know, we even have stick fighting demonstrations, everything that is carnival is in the John Cupid Carnival Village.
Speaking about stick fighting, I know you all got the activation started last week in Moruga. Where do you all head tomorrow?
We head to Debe tomorrow. Yeah, so it's a lot going on with stick fighting this year. We've added 3 stick fighting events to the calendar. We normally only have 3, so we have a total of 6. So we started in Moruga, we're going to Debe, then we're going to Tunapuna, then we're going to Mayaro, Sani Grande, and then back to Moruga.
Fantastic. And I would imagine the finals, as per usual, that happens on Carnival Wednesday in Skinner Park remains?
No, so so we're going to Moruga. So we start and end in the home of stick fighting.
Right. So you're actually going to switch it up this time around?
Correct, yes. And it's on the Monday.
So on the Monday now?
Yes,
so I could come?
Exactly, because a lot of people had the same complaints that you had.
Yeah, because I had Lyme. I really, you know, I'm contracted to be there, and I used to be like, oh my God, I want to take in this stick fighting.
We put it on the Monday so that people
Monday in Moruga.
Yes, correct.
Nice, I love it.
And stick fighting is giving you a tour of the country.
Yeah.
You know, so we take it to the community.
Fantastic.
And all of this is part of our TT Carnival 365 program. So we intend to be doing these things outside of Carnival.
Well said. You know, speaking about the community, I know the chairman last week mentioned the ramping up and the revamping, as it were, of the regional carnivals. Could you elaborate on that? You have any further details in that regard as to what's going to happen with these community carnivals? Because not everybody could come to Port of Spain, and I would imagine San Fernando.
Correct. So we do have our regional carnival coordinators right now on the ground going out to those regional carnival committees. They're traditionally called regional carnival committees. And so in each community, they form a committee and they put on their own carnival celebration. So they have different types of competitions. They may do mass, they may do calypso, they may do pan, and so they register with the National Carnival Commission, and our regional carnival coordinators oversee them. And as part of that program as well, we also do workshops in secondary schools across the country, and the graduation ceremony of those workshops is a parade on Carnival Friday up Frederick Street into the Savannah.
Fantastic. So tonight, big things happening, Queen's Park Savannah. What's your opening time, and normally what's your duration? Do you all have like a particular program as to when might be the curtain call, or is it a 7 p.m. till kind of scenario? Because I'm seeing like around 7 p.m.
Right. So we start at 6, right?
We start at 6 actually.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but even though the program and the performances and so on, we start at 7:30, but the gates open, so we have carnival characters, you know, so you could engage with the carnival atmosphere and everything that is carnival. And then we're licensed to finish at 1, but you know, but so it's usually curtain call is dependent on the patrons, so sometimes patrons stay, you know, so we leave it at 1 so that if the vibe going nice.
Well, in the year and a half you've been there, so that's about, I would say, 18 months thereabout. What's been, or what continues to be a beautiful takeaway for you in this particular role, being so much in the center of our carnival product, our festival that we share with the world? You have a very integral role in the grand scheme of things. What gives you a sense of, you know what, I'm in the right place right now at the right time?
The people. So my team, my staff, really amazing. I mean, they go all out behind the scenes. People don't know them, but they deliver, they work hard to deliver a really great product for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And then just the energy and spirit of Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. I keep saying that Carnival is a spirit, it's an energy, you know, and you can't stop it, you know. So it belongs to all of us, and that's the amazing thing about Carnival.
Well, let me say congrats in advance. It's going to be tremendous.
Yes, and we're going stick fighting tomorrow. Remember, you promised me off camera, so I'm just saying it now to let the nation know.
Yeah, we'll work it out there now.
Yes,
yeah, we're going to put it in a gear. Is where we heading?
Davy,
all right then.
Davy Junction.
Say less.
Yeah.
That right there. Let's take that pause. We come back. We get you ready for a tremendous engagement. This time around, our friends from Holy Name Convent. They join me for the Phoenix. That's happening soon. Full details after the break.
My phone, you're calling when things get boring.
Ultra Premium All-Inclusive. St. Andrew's Golf Club Car Park, Mocha Maraval. Sunday, 1st February 2026 from 4 p.m. On stage, we are bringing to you Nyla Blackman, Raymond Ramnarine, and Dylan Adan. The Caltasia with the All-Stars Band featuring Viking Ding Dong, College Boy Jassy, and Anika Berry. Unlimited drinks, over 40 dishes to tantalize your taste buds. Get your tickets online at Island E-Tickets, all regular outlets, or call 742-4309 or 685-8697.
As parents and teachers, we came together to establish the National Council of Parent-Teacher Association because we firmly believe that there is greater strength in unity. Today, our schools face real challenges: bullying, violence, and fear. No parent should send a child to school and wonder if they will be safe. No teacher should walk into a classroom afraid of losing control. That's why we welcome the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service into our schools. They bring expertise, they bring skill, and most importantly, they bring the reassurance that learning can happen in peace. We believe in unity. Now we are stronger. We are on board with the police.
The School-Oriented Policing Initiative, securing our schools, securing our future.
The fact that they ask the questions, those challenging questions that no other media house would ask. To, shed light on those things that are in the dark, those stories that no one else wants to cover.
I grew up reading The Guardian, actually. It's a household name.
About The Guardian, one thing that I like, the human interest stories have increased.
See the investigative pieces on the human trafficking. I find that very interesting.
You go more in depth.
On sports, especially local sports, and that's one of my highlights for The Guardian.
Yeah, I've been in guards and The Guardian started coming out, started working. I was a newspaper man.
The stories that are being covered are well detailed and you get more facts.
Also, I think the editorials, I think they're doing a good job and they're speaking the truth, and they're challenging the government to make things better.
Me in particular, of recently, the last 2-3 months, I've been reading The Guardian. I'm seeing a lot of news about the neighborhoods and the communities, and I even saw my community featured, and I was proud.
But The Guardian.
The Guardian?
The Guardian.
Trinidad Guardian.
The Guardian. The Guardian.
Trinidad Guardian. The Guardian is my first choice.
Some of us like to test limits, but there won't always be second chances. Obey the speed limits. Maybe you don't value your life, but others value theirs. A message from the TTPS.
Volleyball
filmmakers, producers, content creators, influencers, and recording artists. If you're looking to rent a versatile studio space with green screen, video wall, cyclorama, and more, look no further. GM Labs is here to make your dreams a reality. Located in the heart of Port of Spain on St. Vincent Street, GM Labs is your one-stop shop for all your creative needs with over 2,800 square feet to work with. Take your creative concept to the final product at GM Labs. Give us a call or WhatsApp or message us on our Instagram and Facebook pages at GM Labs TT.
Well, once it's Carnival, you know my friends from Holy Name Convent, they make their way to the set to tell us about the Phoenix, and this time it's the 8th installment. Could you believe it? My goodness, the Phoenix will rise again on the 17th of January. Let me welcome Acting Principal, as always, Ms. Khan. Great to see you.
Good morning and Happy New Year to you.
Same to you, same to you. And the chairperson, this is the person who, on the day of the fete, on the phone, busy, people try, you'll be... She's going to be running up and down.
You know it.
I know
it.
Oh, you mean, Nadia, great to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Well, ladies, I mean, I must say, this is now a mainstay in the all-inclusive school, the school all-inclusive circuit.
Well, it's not all-inclusive. It's a cooler party, but part of the school... carnival experience.
Well, I guess you'll call it like a semi, because I know it's food.
Food inclusive.
Food inclusive. Yes. Because I guess it's true. All inclusive will be the full shebang. Because this product is really a BYB.
Yes, you bring your drink. You could stock your coolers with whatever drinks you want and bring them to the party.
Yeah. So you bring your bottle, bring your drinks,
and we provide some things for you to sustain you while you're fetting.
Do you? Is there a particular allocation or a size allocation with the cooler? Because you know some people want to bring the house and land, the fish cooler. That is for carrot and kingfish, right?
We welcome one, we welcome all.
Okay, good. So you bring your bring your cooler.
Bring your cooler, no glasses.
And it have enough space because you all use the back courtyard.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Fantastic. What's your start time for the event?
So this year it remains the same. We are starting at 6 p.m. Sharp. That DJ is going to be probably ready and rearing from before that, and we will be ending at 1 a.m. this year.
Fantastic. And what's in play for the entertainment? Talk to me about the lineup for 2026.
Well, we have a fantastic lineup of artists who are going to grace that stage. Starting Child, who has been with us from the inception. Yes. Lyrical, Ding Dong, Skinny Fabulous, bringing down the stage this year for the first time.
Fantastic.
Yes. At Phoenix, yes.
You all get Cass.
Yes, we got Cass.
On tracks, or he's coming with the band? Is a track show, I would imagine?
I think he will be on track. But there will be a live band. He would not be with that live band, the band Evolution, who made their debut at Phoenix last year and were so beautifully received. And we're so happy to have them again this year.
Yeah, and it's a young band. I'm glad to get that you're giving them that opportunity. Now, proper band. And I think they have one of the winners from the competition last year, the young soca champion. He's part of it too. Sucre, yes. So, tickets, physical or is it an online scenario for Phoenix?
So it's both. Tickets are available on islandetickets.com, or you can come to the school office. You can reach out to many of our committee members, and some of those numbers are on our social media platforms. And is that it, Ms. Khan? 727 for HNC. Yes, our school hotline.
727
for HNC, Holy Name Convent.
Yeah, really simple. Over the years, Miss, some of the improvements to the school via this particular event, you want to outline a few?
Sure. We have been able to upgrade our intercom system within the school, the PBX system, which had been damaged back in 2020. We were able to do that thanks to Phoenix. We refurbished the sixth form block and the science wing as well, the painting, doing of the railings from head to toe, from the roof right down. We have done that. Last year we did over the air conditioning in the hall at a cost of about $375,000. We have just installed a new intercom within the school at about $240-something thousand that we've ever spent on that intercom system. We have increased our furniture allocation thanks to Phoenix. So there's so many things, bought microscopes, all of those things we have been able to do with the funds that have been generated by Phoenix. So Phoenix allows the school to take on some bigger projects that the normal fundraising within the school year would not be able to meet. So there's the running cost, and Phoenix allows us to take on these bigger capital projects.
I'm so happy you were able to identify that, Ms. Khan and Nadia. I mean, it goes to show the importance of not only this event, but all the fundraisers you all do throughout the year to keep the wheels turning, as it were, of the school. And Nadia, what kind of in terms of the old, well, I don't say old girls, you know, I don't want to feel no kind of way, right? But the past peoples, the girls who have attended Holy Name. Is it like a big reunion for you all? You all who bounce up probably as each other for however long? Walk me through that part of the experience.
Jason, did you see my social media ad up to yesterday? Yes, it is an absolute reunion for the HNC girls, and it is an opportunity for us to just come back to see what the school looks like now, to see how we are all contributing to who HNC is today. And even when we look at our vendors at the event, all or most of our food vendors and so on that are assisting us are all old girls or parents of the school, and everyone is connected to the HNC community in some way or another. So, you know, definitely proud to be here and to bring lots of our old girls to HNC next weekend.
In the couple seconds that remain, any entity you want to mention that made it possible, any stakeholders?
Absolutely. So we do want to thank TSC and B Mobile, our major sponsors, but we want to take the opportunity to thank all of our sponsors that are helping to make Phoenix what it is next weekend. And I do want to mention that there is parking available on the evening. Parking will be available at the Port of Spain General Hospital, at TSTT on Jerningham Avenue, at the Paddock in the Savannah, at JD Salier, and at St. Mary's College, the Pembroke Street entrance. So
with a shuttle to take you to the
yes.
Of course. I mean, you won't have it any other way.
Yes.
Yes. Well, Nadia, thank you so much. And Ms. Khan, it's tremendous seeing you all as always. And Phoenix, the festival, the 8th installment, not this Saturday, the following Saturday at the school compound. Let's get ready for the 7 a.m. news update. See you soon.
Good morning, I'm Kay Marie Fletcher with Headline News on CNC3 and the TBC Radio Network. Energy Minister Dr. Rudal Munilal says the OFAC license given by the United States is still valid for the Dragon field and work continues. He was responding to questions in a post-cabinet briefing yesterday about Trinidad and Tobago's ability to see any tangible benefit following U.S. military action in Venezuela, with President Donald Trump saying he now controls Venezuela. But with Venezuela under new leadership after the ousting of President Nicolas Maduro, Munilal would not say if his government has reached out to interim President Delcy Rodriguez. Asked if there are any plans to meet with the new Venezuelan leadership, Munilal would only say there's been no change in the relationship between Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela.
Agreements have been in place in this country with Venezuela for some years now, and to our knowledge, we have not received anything that suggests that any arrangement has changed. Officially, we have not. We continue to work, but I also want to indicate as well for people who are Venezuela paranoia and so on, that the Trinidad and Tobago has really done precious little business with Venezuela vis-a-vis energy.
Transport and Civil Aviation Minister Eliza Kur confirms government's ticket warning system will be brought to Parliament once it convenes in a few weeks. On Wednesday, Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar announced the government's intention to go to Parliament to introduce the warning system for certain vehicle defects, giving drivers a period of 3 or 7 days to repair the defects before fines are enforced. At yesterday's post-cabinet media briefing, the minister explained how the system will work.
You will get a written, a printed warning. You have 3 or 7 working days to fix the defect. Once it's fixed, you will go to any police station or license office in the country, present yourself on your vehicle. Once it's confirmed the defect has been fixed, you will get a written receipt that you will upload to our portal, and the police officers as well would submit that receipt to a two-tier system to a central unit, and the warning will be cancelled. If you do not present yourself, the warning automatically becomes a fixed penalty.
The government will provide a lifeline for unsponsored steel bands ahead of the upcoming carnival season, approving $2.3 million in funding. Culture and Community Development Minister Michelle Benjamin yesterday announced that conventional bands will receive $25,000 each, while single-pan bands are set to receive $10,000. The minister says there's been no significant increase in requests for funding in light of the state entities pulling out. She notes that there are 147 requests on the table, one less than last year.
This is just one of the financial avenues that the bands are funded, and even from Pan Trimbago, that funding is given through NCC. That organization is well funded. I would have even met with the president of Pan Trimbago this morning, Ms. Ramsey Moore, and of course we were discussing the competition that is Saturday, and of course transportation and accommodation for the bands, and of course she came to check on the minister with regards to allocation, and I could tell you that NCC, we have secured that competition happening.
Those were your 7 a.m. news headlines. We'll have another news update at 8 a.m. on the TBC Radio Network.
Welcome back to this, the second hour on a Feel Good Friday, second Friday of 2026. So I was putting forward a question for the entire week, just basically asking, and it's not to treat with any particular point or any particular rhetoric that's around. I'm just asking a genuine question, not only as it pertains to the PM, but to the president and other, top officials, even Chief Secretary Farley. If you recall, when he was going into his particular role and function in the last DHA election, he was readily available, always accessible on the program. And since he got into office, we have not had a conversation with Farley from then to now. That's going on 4 years. So I'm just basically asking the question, should our leaders, those in the role of leadership, those with that responsibility, make themselves more accessible? Should they treat with addressing the nation? And I put my question this time around specifically on the Prime Minister, and I went out to ask folks around, hey, what do you think about that particular development? So here's what the ground's saying on that particular issue, and I'm going to continue as it pertains to other top and leading and I would say, mainstay folks who are holding on to positions of authority and influence. But we'll start at least with those at the top. Let's hear what the ground is saying on that particular issue. Enjoy.
We don't know. We need to know. We need to know. I mean, we are all humans. We need to know what's going on.
If she does indeed make the decision to address the nation, what will be, at least for you, commentary that will resonate? What you wanted to talk about, what you wanted to address at this point in time?
Jobs, people not working, the high cost of living, and the increase in all the fares, and I don't understand what's going on. So, yeah.
I think they should do that from day one, honest to God. The way how things going, I don't feel easy, and I'm an elder. I read the blessed number where God have in the Bible. 70 I thank God. Because right here born and bred, I was christened in that church. My partner going down there today. He's 86, he live a good life. But things to be done, they should do that. Address the nation. I just feel like if I'm not a Trinidadian anymore.
So what you want to hear, even if she decides to address the nation, what are some of the concerns you'll love for her to raise until really just give you an ease?
What happening with Venezuela, United States, because these are people, Veni and we never had no conflicts before. Veni right there, we right here, about 9 miles apart, and I was surprised you bring these people here, the biggest war moguls in the world, you bring in my country.
Yes, I think now would be a good time for her to address the nation, to at least make us feel safe and to, you know, update us on what is going on, and because a lot of people are unaware. It's not everybody will watch the news. Like me, I wouldn't watch because it's so depressing to hear what is happening, what is about to happen, people anticipating the worst. So, I mean, to give us a little form of comfort, yes, I think she should.
Yeah. You think the president should also join in and chime in, or you think most of the...
Of course, yes. Yeah. This is their time now where they really should make the people of the country feel safe. You know, feel, you know, that we're not at risk for anything, you know, although it might be just empty promises or not, or speculating too on their behalf, but, you know, we need some form of comfort, and despite of whatever is happening, it's just more pressure being put on us here as citizens of the country.
Yes, I believe so. I believe they were supposed to address the nation and don't just, you know, do things out of proportion just so, you understand what I'm saying? So I believe so, yeah.
What do you think you'll want to hear from the Prime Minister if she gives an address to the nation?
Apology.
For what exactly? Apology for what?
Well, for what you do, you just raise everything just so without a consent or, you know, or getting like, for instance, like how you raise the taxi thing on the bottom side there, right? I find it kind of blaze with the people and them because it have people in authority, is manager, is this one, you know. So you kind of think that's to do it just like that, and then with the how it had this state emergency, you can't really come out and oppress yourself as how you want, you know that, right? So I might think about it.
And finally, you think the president should also chime in and have an address also to the nation?
Yes, because both of them is running the country from.
She should know that. But if you think the idea, you'll come out.
You think she have something to hide?
Plenty lies or go and talk lies to people. You could face the truth. Is the truth she had a face, you know? Anytime she come out with the truth she had a face. Understand? Okay?
So even though obviously, you know, we're looking at what happened with Venezuela, and then we're looking at, obviously, it's a new year.
She has nothing to get in Venezuela. She have nothing to get in Venezuela. She have nothing to get.
I mean, she would have given support to the U.S. and
yeah,
now
but that don't mean America could go in and take what they want. They still can't do that. Venezuela allies still back in Venezuela, you know. Understand what is going on. If Venezuela wasn't back in Venezuela, still, they could have do what they want. But I don't think China, Russia, and North Korea will sit back and let the interest in there go down the drain. Because Russia invest real money into Venezuela, you know. China too. You feel them two countries with all the nuclear power, go let America push them over? I want to see that. I'm waiting bad.
But in the meantime, you believe the Prime Minister will not come out anytime soon?
She can't. Your election was based on lies. You had to finish lying. And when you truth confront lies, what has happened? It will be destroyed. And all them who vote and say, when UNC win, everybody win. Is everybody lost? Because when you're in good house, bad houses call you. If they didn't listen to the PNM and tell them, wait till they finish the dragon deal, they'll get 10%, they'll get their back pay, they'll get cola, they'll get everything. When they let lies, deceit you, like the devil working with she, or they're paying for that. God don't like dishonest people, right? And if the trailer that end up in the hands of the IMF, real people going on. They have no money to make no budget. That's why they're jamming everybody, the little poor man, the scrums, they're taking from the poor to make a budget. From people who even have. You understand? We think they can barely meet ends, and they're taken from them to make a budget. That alone show where you reach.
Well, let me tell you, we don't tell folks, I mean, that's literally coming from people's heart and from the lived experience and lived reality, and that's literally what the ground is saying. And I've had these conversations in Chaguanas and San Fernando. Not so much Tobago. I haven't had the conversation in Tobago yet, but well, not so much the last commentary, but in terms of people wanting and this particular burning desire to hear from the leadership of the country, to just have an address to explain as to what's the directive, at least a Happy New Year, something as it pertains to just treating with the stakeholders, us, the citizenry of Trinidad and Tobago. So what the ground's saying, very sharp commentary indeed this week. Up next, we get ready for our Poets Corner. Oh yes, poetry, spoken word, inspiration. Up next. See you soon.
Magical Expressions Limited is the largest local importer and distributor of fresh cut stems, offering the widest range of beautiful flowers at the most affordable prices. Call us today at 701-6488, 701-6680, 728-6786, or visit our website to order.
Period nights don't have to look like this. Move less, wake up to change. So change for a real night's sleep with Always Overnight. Its 3 times protection system absorbs, locks the fluid, and keeps it away from your skin. For protected nights without leaks. Always.
Recession have you down? Don't lose hope. Head on down to Tire Clinic for the recession deals. Big savings with our road hazard warranty on Dunlop 2021 Falcon tires. Available at Tire Clinic, Cuba, Chaguanas, and Pleasance Park. Tire Clinic, a tire for every need. Call 636-8973 or 636-2958.
The fact that they ask the questions, those challenging questions that no other media house would ask. To, shed light on those things that are in the dark, those stories that no one else wants to cover.
I grew up reading The Guardian, actually. It's a household name. About The Guardian, one thing that I like, the human interest stories have increased.
See the investigative pieces on the human trafficking. I find that very interesting.
You go more in depth.
On sports, especially local sports, and that's one of my highlights for The Guardian.
Yeah, I've been in The Guardian started coming out, started working. I was a newspaper man.
Could the stories that are being covered are well detailed and you get more facts.
Also, I think the editorials, I think they're doing a good job and they're speaking the truth, and they're challenging the government to make things better.
Me in particular, of recently, the last 2-3 months, I've been reading The Guardian. I'm seeing a lot of news about the neighborhoods and the communities, and I even saw my community featured, and I was proud.
The Guardian.
The Guardian?
Guardian.
Trinidad Guardian.
The Guardian.
The Guardian.
Trinidad Guardian. The Guardian is my first choice.
Some of us like to test limits, but there won't always be second chances. Obey the speed limits. Maybe you don't value your life, but others value theirs. A message from the TTPS.
Filmmakers, producers, content creators, influencers, and recording artists. If you're looking to rent a versatile studio space with green screen, video wall, cyclorama, and more, look no further. GM Labs is here to make your dreams a reality. Located in the heart of Port of Spain on St. Vincent Street, GM Labs is your one-stop shop for all your creative needs with over 2,800 square feet to work with. Take your creative concept to the final product at GM Labs. Give us a call or WhatsApp or message us on our Instagram and Facebook pages at GM Labs TT.
Each day I ask myself, how can our country be better than it was yesterday? We all hope for a better society, but not many understand the power of their influence to change the world around them. A small act of kindness holds as much power as a camera, a mic, or even a seat in the parliament when it comes to achieving societal development. I understand that my purpose extends beyond being a mere observer. I am an active participant in shaping the world around me. From the stories I write to the newscast I produce, it is my hope that everyone is heard and understood. We are where you are.
This is more than just music. This is where you find the best of TNT. This is more than just a vibe. This is where Bollywood gets a twist. This is more than just energy. This is Bhangra and indie pop too. This is the mix. This is the life. Lock on or log on now. Sangeet 106.1 FM. This is authentic East Indian radio. This is us.
Well, I want to welcome Chrisanne Bedesi. She joins me, and as you can see in a couple seconds, she is in uniform. So as she's finished with the spoken word performance, highway back to school from the Southland. This is a convent uniform, right? Yes. Yes. And let me tell you, you know, you probably wouldn't be able to see, but she's in Form 6, and then she's part of so many different clubs. I'm seeing here the Tech Club, UNESCO. Clearly, you make the most of your 24 hours every single day.
I try to, you know, my school, they try to develop us holistically, so I try to take advantage of every opportunity that they provide us with.
I could well imagine, and of course, well done to you. Seeing Mom is here. Happy New Year.
Thank you, same to you.
I know you're a young woman of many, many talents. I didn't realize spoken word was one of them.
Yes, I've been exposed to spoken word for about a year now. My school, like many other schools, we have this event called projects, and through projects you get to learn a new skill. And so I chose spoken word, and I was tutored by another spoken word artist who actually appeared here. Her name is Soleil Labari, and she would have introduced me to the art form, and since then I have never gone back. I've been practicing this skill for ever since then.
What seems to be your theme, your focus, your topic? You know, there's, for me, I would always go down the road, I guess, of environment, stuff to make people laugh, comedy, love, that kind of stuff. But when it comes to your talking points at your age with your lived reality up until this moment, what's your theme?
Well, I usually like to consider my youth audiences. For a lot of the spoken words that I've written, they have been primarily for competitions with a theme. So for instance, earlier in 2025, I would have done UWI's Mass Fair Creativity Competition, and it was about featuring mathematical history. And so I would have tried to cater my piece to accommodate that, but also to make it youth relatable by considering the fact that women are not exactly something that a gender that is represented in mathematics. You more see males, no offense. And I try to have a youth relatable piece. For instance, as well, there's an organization known as the Trinidad and Tobago Youth Advocacy Network. They invited spoken word artists to perform, and I tried to make a piece that would empower them and influence them to be the best youth that they can be, to be a resource for Trinidad and Tobago.
Excellent. So it's more or less curated based on whatever you're doing, but if, let's say, in your quiet moment, out of the competition mode, out of that designated project mode, what seems to be our direction you go to? Where are you right now in terms of topic-wise?
So recently I find myself influenced by the works that I'm studying in literatures in English at a Form 6 level. So currently we're reading The Water Dancer by Ta-Nehisi Coates, and I find myself so inspired. It's about slavery in Western Virginia, and I really enjoy those pieces because it talks about Black history, the Underground Railroad, and just trying to find their way out of that time. So I think I'm really inspired by pieces dedicated to minority groups because they all need a voice, you know.
Of course, indeed. And I would imagine the piece we will enjoy today, it's called Don't Hang Up. We'll get a little idea as to what it's all about. But this is an original piece, something you did within recent time?
Yes, so I would have written this piece for the Trinidad and Tobago Association of Women Judges Spoken Word Creativity Competition, and I wrote it, and it was inspired by a TV show that I watched, Law & Order Special Victims Unit.
Yes, big show.
So I looked at that show, and I just felt that this would be such a great way to manipulate it. I won't give you guys too much information, you know, you have to be surprised when you hear it. So it was inspired by that, and that piece would have placed first locally and then first at the regional.
Well, hey, let's hear the winning piece. It's Chrisanne with a poem entitled Don't Hang Up. Chrisanne, enjoy.
Okay. I am not a hero. And this isn't my survival story. It is, however, her story. And so I'll do my best to help you see, because it all started with a 999, what's your emergency? I've been here 1,000 times before, but this felt different. I mean, it's not every day that you get a 999 call from a mother. It's not every day that mother was brave enough to even mutter a word. And it definitely doesn't happen in a way where the mother and children were able to get away from him. It's actually quite rare that you hear the quiet whimpers of children in the background. But every day, I hear victims say that this call was a mistake. And so I do a double take and say, don't hang up. As a matter of fact, let me put you on speakerphone because I don't want you to think that you were ever alone. You see, it's a classic GBV nightmare with a husband who came home drunk from somewhere, intoxicated, infuriated, indoctrinated into a system that made him believe his wife would be the perfect candidate for a punching bag. Born to shine and feel protected under the illusion of a happy bride, but forced to be used, bruised, and abused. Nobody likes to hear that part, and for some reason only start to pay attention for the price of likes and shares in a social media intervention. And I keep answering calls that sound the same. Different names, different voices, but always the same pain. And sometimes if I close my eyes, I can hear them between the clicks. The ones who called, but hung up too quick. So please, don't hang up. I hear her swallow her cries as she says, maybe if I stay quiet, he'll stop this time. He's never been this vile. I promise he'll be okay after some time. But we both know it's a lie. I guess that's how victims cope with this life, that danger that wears familiarity like a cologne, sweet at first, then overblown. He says that he loves you, but the scent that lingers is black and blue, vindictive love turned illicit. I asked, is it worth it? Of course, the answer is no. And I already gave the dispatch my signal to go. But how many more women like her must go through this alone? These cries should never be belted to the tune of dial tone. We say we're in it together, but I guess that doesn't consider violence because of my gender. Don't hang up. It's not just the police who need to take this call, it's you all. If you hear fighting through your neighbor's wall, don't hesitate. Make that 999 call. These women who've been hurt and fragile, they're fire, tired of burning in a world that keeps preaching but never actually learning. Can't you see that we need the mindset of a brother's keeper mentality? The understanding that hearts bleed louder than fists ever could. Teach your sons that manhood isn't in power, it's in doing good. You can't heal what you hide, so stop pretending and let this cycle of abuse die. You want to make a difference? You want to stop gender-based violence? Then don't hang up. Don't hang up. Don't hang up.
Well. That's Chris on TNT and the wider world. Extremely talented. A very topical piece, a strong piece. Obviously, it baffles me that you were able to recall all that from the top of your head. That was a lot of words, a lot of pieces being put together. I don't know what's your method and what's your science, but clearly you're onto something. And I want to tell you, don't ever give up on your dreams and what you have for yourself, because your future is as certain as I know the sun will set later and will rise again in the morning. Your future is going to be extremely bright.
Thank you so much.
Wow, Chrisanne, amazing. And that's, a strong piece. Obviously, it's one speaking to gender-based violence and what many go through.
Yes.
And I'm sure it would have pulled at heartstrings. Did anybody ever give you a kind of personal feedback or share a story after hearing your piece?
No one has personally contacted me about it, but I did work with Miss Penelope Spencer. She's a well-known performer throughout Trinidad and Tobago regionally and even internationally. And after seeing me perform it locally, she would have gave me some advice on how to perfect it and kind of relate more to the audience. So it's because of that I think it has that, heartfelt response.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, could you even put into words your method of being able to recall all that? Because that's a lengthy piece.
So I think the key is to write your own piece. Lately, I've been noticing that a lot of people are turning to AI to develop their own pieces. But if it comes with the AI? Yes, as taboo as it seems, people are doing that. But I try to be as original as I can. And so because the piece came from in here and it's inspired by something that I've seen reflected on TV shows it was something that everybody knows about, everybody constantly hears about on TV, on the news. So it was easy for me to, first of all, write that piece, and because it was such a strong rhythmic piece, I was able to remember it. So I think the key is to have like those rhyming words, because then you kind of know, okay, this kind of rhyming pattern is coming.
And what's coming next, and
yes,
just tell the story. Tremendous indeed. So Chrisanne, I mean, obviously, you know, we want to tell you thanks for coming through, for sharing with us your talent. We recognize that from the last time we would have seen you on the news cycle when the team came to your school, and I think was it the Yale?
Yes.
Yes, that whole opportunity. What's the latest with that?
So I was flashback around June, July last year, I was admitted to Yale Young Global Scholars. I am the first in Trinidad and Tobago to have ever been admitted. So, yes. So I was admitted, and I actually attended in July 2025 after earning all the funds that I needed because of the help from Trinidad and Tobago regionally and internationally. I was able to attend the program. I studied politics, law, and economics. It was so much fun, guys. I am not a nerd, but I felt like a nerd, and I was not ashamed of feeling like a nerd. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to attend.
That was your first time to the U.S.?
It was. So I was a little scared, but you know, the concrete jungle was really nice. I don't think I would trade the experience for anything.
Yeah, and I'm sure you would have made contacts, and you'll be back there soon. And I mean, the future is bright. I guess, listen, we have to keep our eyes. Just remember the name, Chrisanne Bedesi. Yes, Bedesi?
Yes.
Yes. She is on to tremendous trajectory. And the good thing is, when you meet young people like Chrisanne, you recognize that the vast majority of the young people are doing tremendous work. It's just, unfortunately, the light and spotlight, unfortunately, sometimes is given to those who fall short. And even those who fall short, I still think there is time for them to make the 180 and come back on the straight and narrow. So you have given myself and many others looking on that faith that we are in great hands with the future. Because you all going to be the future leaders.
Yes.
And
no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure.
I mean, I think the pressure's on us to make sure we give you all the baton you know, you can't give you the baton and fumble the baton. Yeah, so Chrisanne, all the best. Get back to school safe. Hail up to mom. She's offset giving us support. And we'll stay on top of all the developments. All the best.
Thank you. So nice to meet you.
For sure. Same here. Chrisanne touching base for the Poets Corner. Inspiration via words every single Friday. A safe space for the spoken word artists. We take the break and come back. So people know.
Southern Food Basket. Quality food to fill your basket. Get it all at Southern Food Basket. Fresh goods on every aisle with best prices. For the best market around, high quality meat pound for pound. Get the best for less, start shopping. Go to Southern Food Basket. Shopping how you like it. High quality at the best prices. Every aisle just wide and spacious. So spend less at Southern Food Basket. Good food at great prices for sure. Come get what you're looking for.
This is John. John has just opened a new restaurant and is already questioning his life choices. Observe his eyes. He's trying the open wide to stay awake technique. John worries about many things like that overpriced stove, but there's one thing John doesn't stress about: his investments. First Line Securities, helping Trinidad and Tobago invest for almost 2 decades. Invest with us.
Sportsmanship is when an athlete walks off the court and you can't tell if he won or lost because he carries himself with pride either way. This quote is an embodiment of sport, and for me, sport is an embodiment of life. We are where you are.
Some of us like to test limits, but there won't always be second chances. Obey the speed limits. Maybe you don't value your life, but others value theirs. A message from the TTPS.
ये हमारा पुश्तैनी घर है, दादाजी, मतलब हमारे ससुर ने बताया। वीर।
Uttaran, more drama, more emotion. Uttaran, weekdays at 6 p.m. on CNC3.
This is more than just music. This is where you find the best of TNT. This is more than just a vibe. This is where Bollywood gets a twist. This is more than just energy. This is Bhangra and indie pop too. This is the mix. This is the life. Lock on or log on now. Sangeet 106.1 FM. This is authentic East Indian radio. This is us.
Ask the Doctor's new season is here as Dr. Joel Tilak Singh covers a range of topics and, most importantly, answers all your medical questions.
Join us on Ask the Doctor live on CNC3 on Thursdays at a new time of 8:30 p.m. with a rerun on Fridays at 11 a.m.
My own personal motto is to show citizens of this country that our stories can be told in a professional and international standard. I want to show them that the journalism they consume on cable TV can also exist here. Each day, that's my focus, that's my drive, to show the stories of our communities, of our people, matter just as much as anywhere else in the world. That's why we are where you are.
Are you tired of the same old boring drive home from work? Look no further. Get ready for the ultimate after-work rush with Freedom 106.5 FM's The Overdrive with Davey. Mondays to Fridays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let Davey take you on a thrilling ride of non-stop entertainment and education. He covers the topics of the day, delves into the latest food and lifestyle trends, and brings dynamic guests from exciting professions to share their professional stories and experiences. Take advantage of this energizing and engaging experience. Tune into Freedom 106.5 FM, Mondays to Fridays, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for The Overdrive with Davey, the ultimate way to end your day with a bang.
Well, it's the Mind Your Business segment this and every Friday, and for our friends in the Southland, and I would say even beyond the South, this is for everyone. It's a pop-up artisan full experience you're going to get there in the second Saturday in February at the Gulf View Community Center. Carnival pop-up shop is what they're calling it. Everything from massage to artisans having their items and craft there on display. You could do your makeup for the carnival. Oh my goodness, it's going to be tremendous. And with me, makeup artist Rere Gusain. Rere.
Good morning, JW.
Good morning to you. Happy Carnival.
Same to you.
Happy New Year, everything.
Happy everything.
Let me tell you, this is a tremendous initiative because I'm seeing where it's almost like all the creatives and the different artisans and entrepreneurs in the space decided to say, you know what, see this date?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Walk me through what's the full experience for those who attend on the 7th of February.
So it's almost like, well, it's called a pop-up shop in fun terms, but it's like an expo, but way more fun, basically. So they're going to have vendors. We're definitely going to have on-site services from those vendors, like myself. So I'm a makeup artist, and I know most ladies, they get trouble getting their foundation shades and what products to use and how to use it correctly. So with me being there with the store Tribal Cosmetic, we're going to, advise them on what products they can purchase and what they can use to best be suitable for their facial features. And then we would have Serenity and Collective, who does massages, therapeutic. So, it's carnival time. We have to get those bones ready and muscles ready for going on the road Monday and Tuesday. So we'd always also have those services available.
I think it's important in terms of the massage, that particular service, but also what you're bringing to the table, because makeup with the ladies is so integral. I've heard of women waking up 3, doing the appointment 4 in the morning to get ready. 4 in the
morning, Jay? We start from Monday night. Wow. And the ladies would usually go back home and sleep and wake up, brush their teeth, put on their lipstick and costume, and they're on the road.
Isn't that what you're doing there for the pop-up? You're going to show them or direct them to the products to do it themselves, or is it that you, is it like networking to ensure that you, because I know you'll have your clientele for Carnival.
Of course, I do. So it's more just to provide that service and a relationship to guide them. So of course, there are a lot of amazing makeup artists like myself in Trinidad and Tobago, so clients would book, but some of them prefer doing their own makeup for the road. So they can come, they can bring their costumes when they collect it, they can match up with rhinestones and glitter, so they can do their own makeup themselves. So it's just providing that service of comfort for Monday and Tuesday especially.
Could somebody actually get a massage on the day itself?
Yes, they can. Yeah, they can. The services will be provided as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What are some of the craft and items on sale? I know you said artisans will be there. It's a pop-up shop.
Of course. So there will be a lot of homemade items, homemade jewelry. There would be perfumes on sale. Well, some of the vendors would have those items. There will also be what you call this thing? Sorry, I do apologize. Cakes and whatnot.
Or delicacies.
Yes, so a lot of other stuff, a lot of vendors. And there are still more vendors coming in too.
Well, I would imagine so, because there is some time. You're looking at the second Saturday in February. Let me ask you, when it comes to those who really enjoy a good pop-up shop and they travel the length and breadth of the country to enjoy it, our friends in South will know exactly where the community center is. But let's say somebody from Grandie, Arima, Diego Martin looking on and they want to experience it. Give me how are we going to find it?
Gulfview is just maybe about a minute or 2 from Gulf City Mall itself. Yeah, it's not very hard to find, and I mean, we all have access to Waze and maps, but it's super easy to find. It's literally like a minute away, just a few streets away.
Fantastic. Yeah, so once you're in the Gulf City area.
Very accessible to find, yeah.
Fantastic. What's your lock-off time? You're going up until?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
You have a little music and stuff.
Of course, we have entertainment. It's Carnival.
Music
is live. Carnival is music.
Yes.
So we will have entertainment. We usually sometimes have even karaoke, like live karaoke as well. So it's very fun-filled.
This is something that would have happened before.
Yes, we have since last year.
Fantastic.
Yeah, our last event was for Christmas, which was very successful and lots of fun as well.
So people in the Southland look forward to the pop-up.
People from all over, actually, they come to the events.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
And then there's always a lot of discounts and sales and stuff, and that hands-on approach with items are being sold as well.
Riri said there's still some space if someone looking on, they want to bring their items, they want to get involved. Could they still
Yes,
make
they
it happen?
can. They can go onto the Bell Magnolias page, and they will have all the details there.
Fantastic. Yes. What's your wish, not only for the Carnival, but for the year, for yourself and by extension for TNT, as we just put some, can we asking everybody to put some words of inspiration out there to lift up the place?
Honestly, for me, for my own personal input, I just want peace and comfort, in this new year, and of course success. Who doesn't want that?
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll endorse that.
And lots of love, of course.
Of course.
The world needs love.
Indeed, always,
always.
So we're looking at the screen here, Carnival Pop-Up Shop. It's in Place Gulfview Community Center. It's music, it's fun, it's going to be lots of local vendors. You could do your makeup, get your massage. Yeah, it's going to be tremendous. Now, not this Saturday, we're talking here February, you've seen it, right? Where folks can go to get information online?
They can go onto the Bell Magnolias page itself on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram.
And spell it out for us.
BELLEMAGNOLIE.
That's right, Bell Magnolia. Put yourself in a gear. Riri, all the best to you. Thanks
Same
for coming on. We must say honorable mention to Rory. yes, and it's going to be a tremendous occasion for our friends in the Southland, and as Riri mentioned, beyond. It's not just a South engagement. People come from far and wide. All the best in advance.
Same to you, JW.
That's right. We take the pause, we come back with the Get Something and Pave, and then later on, Sneaky. That's right, turtle season. Oh gosh. Can't wait to hear from Sneaky and his particular contribution, Lower Heights, for Carnival 2K26.
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Trinry. Premier insurance coverage for less.
Struggling with blood sugar swings, high blood pressure, or stiff joints? Take control with Aja Nutrition's powerful wellness trio. Berberine Plus supports healthy blood sugar. Blood pressure support helps keep your pressure in check. And Joint Aid keeps your joints moving so you can stay active every day. Don't wait. Choose Aja Nutrition for trusted, effective solutions. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Feel better, move better, live better with Aja Nutrition.
Doing new yoga in his backyard.
Invite friends over to watch.
For me, people matter most. It's the same if you hail from Moruga, where I'm from, Mount Irvin, Scarborough, or Port of Spain. As a journalist, I'm focused on building that connection between Trinidad, the region, and the world. Most importantly, I want always to use my voice as a powerful weapon to break down barriers wherever they exist. This is why we are where you are.
Some of us like to test limits, but there won't always be second chances. Obey the speed limits. Maybe you don't value your life, but others value theirs. A message from the TTPS.
Snaky's gonna join me soon on set. My brother from I mean, when we talk rocker ages, I'm so happy to see Snaky, and he's gonna check in very soon to give us his selection for 2026 and beyond. But before all of that, before the music and we get a chance to end in style, let's take you to the first installment for this calendar year 2026. Get Something and Pave. And let me tell you, we're gonna be on it every single week. And as the authorities sort out the issue, we come back and we give our sincere thanks. But this is an issue that needs to be treated with immediately. Up next, Get Something and Pave. Jason Williams on location here in Mova for the latest installment of Get Something and Pave. I find myself right here outside Malik Secondary School, and for those familiar with the space, you know that getting to the school you have to pass over a bridge. And I'm watching what's happening under the bridge. Most folks will pass clearly across the bridge. Not many would venture below, and we're seeing here what could potentially be a catastrophic issue. This could cause a total, well, blockage as it were, and deem this bridge and this particular road impassable, which would prevent students and teachers from getting into the facility. And as we go further afield, let me negotiate the snails. Clearly some massive snails here in the grass. As I walk towards the school, we are seeing where parents who have to drop their students on their charges to school have to negotiate what is clearly a road that is less than complimentary. I mean, potholes everywhere leading to Malik Secondary. And with this particular pothole being the worst of them all, look at the length and spread. Up yonder, my friends, there is indeed a blunder. Look at, I mean, deep, wide, unacceptable, and clearly beyond the damage this can cause to a car and the suspension. With a student leaving school, this could shankle their ankle. What is this? And it only gets worse as we go towards Comprehensive Road, which is a side road. For those who know the space, they know that this is a road that takes you towards, well, Malik Barataria. In a way, you can use this as a, yes sir, all the best, my friend. You can use this particular road, and we will venture there eventually. You could use the road to get into Sawa and to the Eastern Main Road. It's a nice kind of escape from the traffic, as it will. There is paved. They have done some great work there, but beyond the road itself, you'll see for yourself, lots of work to be done in 2026. So again, I mean, look at this. This is outside of a school, you know, Malik Secondary. Well, proud to be Malik. And indeed, those who attend are proud to be Malik, but we can't feel good about this. We say, get something and pave. Look at this, stone. Look at it. Nah, man, don't do me that. Get something and pave. Pave it. I mean, come on, that's outside of school, you know. So we call on the powers that be to sort it out immediately. Immediately. Get something and pave. Up next, Snakey, mister. Okay. Snakey in the building up next. See you soon.
Fires are unpredictable and can escalate rapidly.
Making the wrong decision can cost you all your possessions and even your life.
In the event of a fire, you can either fight or flight.
Small fires should be extinguished using an extinguisher by trained personnel only.
However, if a fire reaches the ceiling, do not attempt to fight the fire. You should evacuate immediately using the following steps.
Raise an alarm.
Call the fire service at 990.
Evacuate. Move briskly. Do not run, as this can create panic.
Never go in search of possessions.
Assemble at the muster point. Conduct a roll call to ensure everyone is accounted for.
Give the results of the roll call and other relevant information to the fire service personnel on arrival.
Remember, fire safety begins with you.
As parents and teachers, we came together to establish the National Council of Parent-Teacher Association because we firmly believe that there is greater strength in unity. Today, our schools face real challenges: bullying, violence, and fear. No parent should send a child to school and wonder if they will be safe. No teacher should walk into a classroom afraid of losing control. That's why we welcome the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service into our schools. They bring expertise, they bring skill, and most importantly, they bring the reassurance that learning can happen in peace. We believe in unity. Now we are stronger. We are on board with the police.
The School-Oriented Policing Initiative. Securing our schools. Securing our future.
Get the story first. Want to know what's happening in news, sports, or crime? Get the CNC3 app. As the story breaks, CNC3 is there giving you the story first on your mobile device. Be connected to the most trusted and reliable news source, CNC3. Access your world with just a tap. The CNC3 app. Download it today.
Some of us like to test limits, but there won't always be second chances. Obey the speed limits. Maybe you don't value your life, but others value theirs. A message from the TTPS.
ये सब क्या है माई? तू जानती है मैंने उसे पार्टी में जाने से मना किया था। हेलो, यहाँ मैं युवराज का पिता बोल रहा हूँ। युवराज पुलिस के लॉकअप में।
Uttaran. Love, secrets, and surprises. Watch Uttaran weekdays at 6 p.m. on CNC3.
This is more than just music. This is where you find the best of TNT. This is more than just a vibe. This is where Bollywood gets a twist. This is more than just energy. This is Bhangra and indie pop too. This is the mix. This is the life. Lock on or log on now. Sangeet 106.1 FM. This is authentic East Indian radio. This is us.
Friend, Heaven Child, Snakey. Me, say. Oh my goodness, brother. Happy New Year, happy Carnival.
Same to you, man.
Oh my goodness. Listen, you gotta give me a Snakey more time next time, folks. More time, you know. We're a partner, you know. Yeah. Snakey, man, let me tell you, just congrats on everything, bro. We're now talking that we're here, we're above ground, and, I'm so happy that you're still at it, brother. You're still pushing your music.
Well, I mean, thankful to God that we still have the energy to go forward, and you're looking good too.
Well, you too, yeah.
You think I can exercise more?
Well, I plan to do more. I plan to do more this year.
I find I get your six-pack too, I cannot see it.
Well, I mean, I pull it today. I thought I don't pull it today.
They say once you could pull it in, you're not too bad.
You're not too bad.
Because that's on ball. You can't pull.
You cannot. Yeah, they use AI to erase that. Snakey, when it comes to the bookings and stuff and the business, how do folks contact you?
Well, simple on Facebook as Heaven Charles, HEAVENCHARLES. My phone number is 304-0254, 304-0254. Or Snakey on Instagram, and you just send a message from me,
Top performer, I want to head to the song immediately. What's the name of it?
The name of the song is Lower Heights.
Lower Heights. Let's take it then. For 2K6 and beyond. Well, 2K26. So actually the line on the top there, Snakey, the line on the top. But nonetheless, the reality is obviously out of a bumper Christmas.
Bumper Christmas. I give you an incident what happened. First bumper.
Yeah. We can't talk that. But yes, the Christmas was nice. I realized it was all over.
Christmas all over with CT 105, all with and Snakey, the entertainer, you know what I mean? I want an Andy for Christmas also, total season.
Yes.
Totally, you know what I mean? So I just enjoying the thing, boy, and this is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be organic, fresh, and about that love.
Well, Lower Heights, let's take it in. Snakey for 2026. Enjoy.
I know when I speak, man, people just marvel. Sometimes it's like mixing rice with gravel. My Brilliance does confuse the place, and I just see it in all your face. All you accustomed being spoon-fed, don't want to see the brain in your head. Simple language is not my style. I am a sophisticated guy. I speak out of wisdom too deep for shallow, expounding truth tomorrow can follow. Descending to heights the simple can climb, profound insignificance in my rhyme. My sense in the nonsense, all you do here. Too complex for the simple air. When I deliver, most of you course, but most it could be half of the most. I want to tell, but I want to tell you. If I should tell, then I would have told you. When I start to reason, people does marvel. That's why they just ask me all those questions. I speak in circles and also straight. If my linguistic you love to wait, lyrics like a puzzle, all you can solve. My intellect swirling till it dissolve. Brilliance expanding both far and nigh. I'm a sophisticated guy. I speak out of words that I have not read, but in any case I love blue instead. The community center is the center for the community to recenter. Simple complexity might confuse you if your brain decide not to use you. When I deliver, most of you course, but most it could be half of the most. I want to tell, but I wouldn't tell you. If I should tell, then I wouldn't told you. More philosophies than Confucius. Take it by degrees or it will confuse us. And Shakespeare, my poetry is stopped here. Would you see it? Would you know if I pick up, peel it? To the things I know, if you don't catch me logic, your QI low. When I speak it in riddle, confusion is clear. The answer is seen but still never there. If I tell you 12 months or 24, use a calculator if you're not sure. If the sun just don't shine, forward, backward if you reverse time. When I deliver, most of you course, but most it could be half of the most. I want to tell, but I wouldn't tell you. If I should tell, then I should have told you. I know you should know my pattern in play. I don't like to repeat things that I say. I know I'm profound, you don't have to agree. It don't have much people as bright as me. I elevate nonsense to love to debate. That you can't translate. Then I milk the guide. Is a white I'm qualified. I speak at the flair. Then I feel right there. Just to see how deep, share with others if you have plenty to eat. Miss the post, read I defined by boss. When I deliver, most of you course, almost it could be half of the most. I want to tell, but I want to tell you. If I should tell, then I wouldn't show you. I want to tell, but I wouldn't tell you. If I should tell, then I should have told you.
Hey, what you mean? Kaiso, boy.
No heights, no heights.
Social commentary, you know?
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness, you're going in the competition with it?
Definitely. Yesterday I went and signed up.
Nice.
You know, the thing is, you have to have a ticket to have a chance.
Of course.
And express yourself. Yeah.
Lower heights, I love it, man. Hey, Sneaky, all the best, brother. Great to see you. Thanks for coming and bless us with not only your talent, but your presence as always, bro.
After God, man, the pleasure was all mine.
Happy carnival.
Love and manners.
Sneaky, you know, we go back. When we find out footage of Sneaky, we teenagers, you know, young on the scene, you know, coming in.
Yeah, don't be head, you are not done first.
Oh gosh. Hey, have a great weekend, TNT. Be safe. I'll be back on Monday, God spare. We start with our THA decision day, THA election coverage, bright and early on from 6 a.m. on Monday. See you Monday.
To heights is simple can climb, profound insignificance in my rhyme. My sense in the nonsense, all you know, yeah. Too complex but the simple.
The Morning Brew is brought to you by Omega XL. Live long, stay strong.